Good morning, everybody, and welcome to JC on the Daily, where I bring you car content and whatever the hell I feel like doing. And right now, we're gonna go get some breakfast. Right now, we're just headed over to Beyo's again. We have the 335xi over there because we may have blown the rear struts after doing a couple of pulls, and we're due to replace it. So, yeah, first things first, we gotta grab something to eat, grab some coffee, and we'll jump right into it after. Alright, so today we're going to be installing some BC coilovers. We're over here at Beyo's again. Yeah, hi Beyo. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is just get rid of all this crap that's over here. The covers. We're going to do the rears first just because the rear struts are already super duper bouncy. Anyways, we're going to get started right now. So the first thing we had to do was get rid of all these little plastic clips that's up here, as well as the little shroud that covers over here. Beyo's working on taking out that part of the cover, and we'll see if the stress gets revealed after that. Alright, so we've finally been able to get rid of all this cover over here. It literally just slides right off the moment you take this whole thing off. So now we're just going to jack the car up, and after that we're just going to be unbolting this, and this is where the rear struts already sit. This one's just as bad. So this is what our rear struts are like right now. So this one is, I mean, completely gummed up to all hell and back. But you need to take a glance on this one. This one right here just completely snapped off, and it's pretty much just floating. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking off these 17-inch nuts down here, as well as these two external Torx bits right here, if you can see it in the focus. That's going to be taking off the bushing. After that, we are going to be going up top, and we're going to be taking off this bolt over here. So what you're going to do with this, we're going to put a 6mm that's on top, as well as a 16 that's going to be holding the nut in the bottom, and we're going to be taking it off just like that. So what we're going to be doing for this one is we're going to be just sticking a 16 on this side first. After that, we are going to be putting our 6mm right on top of that, holding one from the bottom, and then just spinning it around. So as you guys know, cars from up north, they tend to have a lot of rust under the cars. So when we were actually trying to replace the bushings, or trying to take off the bushings from the strut, we kind of ran into an issue, and we were not actually able to take off like that main center nut. We tried using those little sure grip bits, we tried cutting it off, we've tried literally just everything. And then when Beyo was finally able to get one of them, when we were putting the coilover struts back in, we ended up breaking that one. So now I'm just gonna take a 45-minute drive. I was able to fortunately locate some bushings from Napa over in Tampa, but the thing is though, it's gonna be a little bit of a trek. So Beyo is gonna take a quick break, I'm gonna take a quick break, I'm gonna go drive over there, I'm gonna go pick it up, and then when we get back, we should have the rear coilovers installed. The front should hopefully come out like easy, and we should hopefully not have any of the same issues. So we got to the Napa, and we were finally able to get some replacements. were the ones that we both broke, and the one that I may have, you know, cut up. So once we finally got the bushing, we were able to screw those back in there. And after that, we just went ahead and screwed the top pad on. That one's actually a 60mm as well as a Allen wrench, as well as screwing in the 17-inch that's in the bottom. Once that's all together, just line everything up. Good afternoon, guys. So right now we are back again in Beyo's garage, and this is pretty much day 2 of us doing the coilover install. Right now we are going to be installing the fronts of the coilover. So the first thing we got to do is jack up the car, and after that we are just going to be taking this cowl off. You guys already know how to do that. Now that we got the cowl off, we can go ahead and just take this cover off real quick. So we just twist it like so, pop it off, and that's going to expose our external torque set bit over there. We're going to take that off so we can take off these little crossbars, and let's get to it. Let's go ahead and loosen this one as well as that one. Alright, so now that we got the tires out, we're just going to take off, we'll finish up taking this off as well as taking these 3 bolts right off, and the coilover should just drop from the top, and we'll see what else we got to take off from the bottom after that. Have something supporting the wheels, because the moment those 3 bolts come out, this thing will just literally drop. Alright, so next we're going to be taking off this bolt. This pretty much is held on by 2 18mm. You pretty much just have to hold it one side and take it off from the other side. Sorry if it got a little dark, because, you know, this is Florida, so, you know, it could be sunny one moment and then raining the other. But the other thing you got to take off is this little end link over here, which is connected to this end link bolt. Once that's off, you can push this down and be able to take off your strut. Bolts were completely rusted up, so I ended up running to Ace Hardware and grabbing a couple. This size is an M12 by 1.75, I believe it is, and I just went ahead and grabbed another washer for it, so hopefully this will fit nice and easy and make things a lot easier for us. And to be honest with you, it is so hard to record stuff for this car just because everything is so rusted up and takes a lot more work than it normally is supposed to. Okay, so now that we got the actual like coilover seated in there, tighten that bolt back up, but make sure to not put anything back up there yet, just so you can screw this end link in. Once we're done with that, that's when we're going to go ahead and put everything back together. So now that the end link's on, we can go ahead and just jack it up. Just make sure to try to aim and get those nuts in those holes. So now we're just going to work on the passenger side. We're going to be doing the same exact thing. We're going to take off the main bolt that's over here, followed by the end link bolt, and finally the last 3 bolts that's on the top, and then we'll just get rid of the strut, swap the coilover in, and hopefully everything works out. Alright, now that the coilovers are in, just gotta button everything up, and then you're all set. So I later realized, actually I do realize it, I didn't really close any of the videos that are actually going to be uploaded. The next one was, so you're probably going to see like something like this as me, like as I try to close out the videos. For this one specifically, the coilovers, obviously didn't record a majority of it. There's a lot of just, you know, well, there's a lot of bad music that was going on in the background just because the job took so long. So I know copyright infringement, yada yada yada. You can't have background music, so a lot of footage I actually had I could have used. So there was that, and then there was a lot of just like empty filming of me just like trying to, like, you know, wrench through coilovers. But other than that, I was able to put the BC coilovers in, broke them in. They kind of rode a little stiff. I adjusted them, but pretty much I had to put them at practically max softness just to compare it to the stock suspension. Otherwise, it feels like I'm practically ready kicking like my wheels every single time I hit a bump. But other than that, BC coilovers are pretty darn good, especially for the price that they're at. I'm gonna try to upload some more of whatever footage I actually already have. I mean, as of this moment, this is way into the future when I actually did all the modifications already for the 335. So I'll just try my best to edit it, upload it, see what happens online. If you guys learned anything or through, awesome. If not, that's fine too. But anyways, this is JC on the Daily. You guys have a good night.